Hello everyone, Eric here with the Stock Market Companion video update. Today we're going to do two things. We're going to talk about companies that present very strong earnings and determine whether it's perhaps a good idea to buy the stock at this point or whether there may be a better time to buy, and we're going to give you a tip of the week. Strong earnings are an exciting time to look at the market and understand what's happening with stocks. Let's get started. Today, Caterpillar Incorporated came up with very strong earnings. Their revenues were 4 times greater this last quarter than they were the year before, 4 times. And their earnings also were 4 times greater. To give you an understanding of what that means from a number standpoint, today Caterpillar announced $1.47 per share of earnings. Last year they announced 36 cents a share. That's a tremendous difference, and we see that in the stock price. Let's take a look. Here we see today Caterpillar stock price up here at $96.63. Now they came out with this stunning earnings announcement this morning just before the opening bell. But what you see is a stock that has come up already from quite a ways. Here at the September lows we had a $64 a share price, and now we're up here at $96. That's a 50% run in the stock in a very short period of time. So it's very interesting to see how the market responded to these excellent earnings. What we see today is Caterpillar opened at $97.10, but closed down from that open at $96.63 and simply 88 cents above yesterday's close. That's not a very strong response by the market for such very strong earnings. That's a very good example for us to see how the market responds to strong earnings. So we have Caterpillar that's presented such strong earnings today, and we see the price at $96.63 as a close today, and we have to ask ourselves, is now the time to buy this stock, or is now perhaps the time to sell the stock if you own the stock? And for those who would be interested in investing in Caterpillar, when would be a good time to invest? Well, let's answer those questions quickly. First off, what we see is today, based on the very strong news that we had from Caterpillar today, the market did not push that stock up higher. Therefore, we see that there was selling taking place. There was a higher open at $97.10, and the stock closed lower than the open today, meaning sellers emerged to take some profits. Number two, what we see here is we have a stock that's basically doubled in the last year. And coming out with very strong earnings. On the street, what people talk about is sell the news. When you have very good news and you've had a very strong run, what you'll hear is the investors sold the news. And that is what we're seeing here in Caterpillar as well. Investors sold the news, but they didn't do it in great mass. So what we have is we still have a very interesting looking chart where the stock is above this lateral, what we would call a very tight lateral consolidation, which looks very good, but we have a little bit of sell the news activity taking place today. What we can do is just say, look, we're very interested in Caterpillar, we like their story, there is an excellent development taking place now at the company, but based on this strong run in the stock and today's response to this good news, we would have to say Caterpillar is a wait and see. And that takes us to our tip of the week. When is a good time to take our money from the market and take our profits? When you see a market that has had a good run like we have had in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ and the Dow since the late August bottom, and we've had this strong run through the fall and early winter, when companies that have produced excellent earnings, whether it's Apple or Caterpillar as we've had today, when their stock does not perform well in response to that earnings, then is a good time to consider taking your profits. That wraps up our video update. I hope you found some things that will help you in your investing for years to come. You can learn more at our website, stockmarketcompanion.com. There you can try our free trial. See you next time.